I'm on here.
Huh?
What?
I'm logged in 2 different browsers.
There you go.
Weird. Weird.
I only added one of them to the stream though, and it's still like having like coming in like echoey voice.
Do
right?
better. Do better, David. No,
Yeah.
you're not echoey to me.
You sound fine
Not
now.
now.
It was just when you first
Not-
came on.
Exactly. I was logged into 2 browsers at once
Calm
because
down.
I'm stupid.
Calm down.
I'm stupid. So
I'm so
that was
dumb.
fun.
Yeah. Ben is an
Good.
encyclopedia of everything.
I loved so the first like 10 minutes when he just like went on and on and on, David started laughing and he got me. You got me starting to laugh because I knew exactly what you were laughing about, and it started cracking me up.
He just kept on going.
He went,
just kept
he
on
went,
going.
he went,
I thought he said something funny, like he
No.
said something that was sexual-ish, maybe.
he
Oh,
what he did was he
Ben?
went from one subject
Yeah.
to another subject to then another subject and just kind of kept going without letting us even like address what he was talking about. And like that's where I started laughing right along with David.
We need to have like how we have the breaking news like intro video. We need to have like just like a whammy button, like shut Ben up button. Like, all right, now let us talk. It's our podcast,
Yes,
Ben.
we need that.
Let
Let's
us
It's
do
do
okay.
this.
I really do appreciate his insight a lot. It's
Maybe-
just hilarious to me.
Maybe we should send him the questions we want to ask before he starts talking.
Oh my god! So he can prep.
Oh.
Maybe not.
Oh no! Then I've got to actually think about this crap before we show up in here. So
No, I
No, it
like
was fun. It was good.
responding to it. We talk about having questions for him and stuff like that. And my response, my strategy for Ben has always been to engage in a conversation rather than to ask a bunch of questions. And
I
which,
would
I
like
feel like
supposed
that's
to be.
fun.
I might
Yeah.
have looked up Georgia State season stats while he was talking for the first 10 minutes to come up with
Yeah.
a question.
He always knows. He knows stuff though, man. I mean, he
Yeah.
like has it all just on point. Like he was listing names that I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? But like he knows his stuff.
I am not gonna lie. I start looking like Tim, like you. I start looking things up while he's talking, and I realize that I've zoned out for like 3 or 4 minutes, and I've got no idea what he was talking about, and I just like was looking at my own thing, so sometimes when I ask questions, I don't know if you've noticed. Sometimes when I ask Ben a question, like when we're already in like 15, 20 minutes in, I kind of like stumble over my words, like, Ben, I'm not sure if you talked about this or not yet, but. Ask a question.
I hope
I don't know if you
haven't.
already answered the
Cross my
question.
fingers.
If you have, just talk to me about it in a different way so I understand.
Exactly.
Nah, it's okay.
You know, if the other thing I looked up while he was talking that first 10 was if we have one more player transfer out, we'll be at greater than 50% of the team leaving. That's crazy.
Then it's all Coach Hayes, right? It's all Coach
Well,
Hayes.
so that's what I was a little confused about. Is basketball experiencing the same thing as football? Is it the same rules?
yeah,
You can
across
you
the
can just
board.
transfer. Yeah, there's no
Was it
waiting
always that
period.
way for basketball, or is this like
No.
a new thing?
No, you used to have to
Yeah,
wait a
that-
year and all that. And they took it
Okay.
away.
All right.
Yeah, it's the one and done thing has happened, but now it's not just going pro. It's one and done, going to a P5 or a major or whatever
Right.
it is.
Well, I don't think we're worried about those transfers moving up. I don't think. And so I think
yeah,
it is just space for our own transfers moving up into our program and getting high school.
That is an interesting perspective because in football we are experiencing guys leaving for both just general playing time and because they think they have a better shot at a better program, whereas
Miami.
as of right now,
and some
with
of them do, right? Yeah.
Right. Basketball right now, it's just playing time. Like they're leaving for playing time. We have not had the guys in basketball that are moving up, so to speak, to the bigger program.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
man, God,
and
damn
okay,
it.
let's take this one step even further and stretch it right back into football. And there are people on P5 programs who are very well qualified to be on the field who aren't seeing the field, who are going to transfer into Sunbelt programs and
Mhm.
and have playtime. And so we need to really be like targeting these
Playtime.
people. What?
Playtime.
Yeah, playing time.
Ooh.
You said
3
playtime.
minutes of
Whatever, playtime.
playtime.
That's fine. and really like so like the thing that we're experiencing in basketball, we should be able to see it very well in football and understand that like even though a bunch of people are transferring out, we're gonna have a bunch of people transferring in who might be even upgrades.
Yeah, so it's like with basketball, people are transferring out because our program is better than what they are. Whereas in football, people are transferring out because they're better than our program is.
Not all of them.
Not all. Not all.
But there
But
are also people who are
several.
transferring out of those better programs who want to find playtime.
3 minutes of play. They might get that
They want to
reference.
find playtime, Tim.
I've
That's-
got you for
I
3
love
minutes of
playtime.
play. No one gets my reference.
No.
Apparently no Spider-Man fans here.
That's not Spider-Man.
Yes, it is. It is
Anyway.
Macho Man Randy Savage playing Thunder, not Thunder. That's Rocky playing on the first Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire.
I
What was
gotcha.
his name?
With Toby.
Yeah, I've got you for 3 minutes of playtime. And then they go, if you rewatch it, it would not survive today's everything. Like he's like, oh, cute costume. Did your boyfriend make it for him yet? Like, oh, Spider-Man's homophobic. Oh, we can't have that anymore. So yeah. All right, Taylor got it. Taylor got the reference. He rules.
Thank you, Taylor.
I got it now. It just took me a minute.
Oh yeah, brother. What was his name? What was his name? It was Bone Crusher. Bone Crusher. Yeah. I'm a Spider-Man fan. Fuck off. Bone Saw. Fuck you, Tim or Taylor. I'm just so used to saying fuck you, Tim. Fuck you, Taylor. Yes, it was Bone Saw.
Fuck you, Taylor.
Bone
Taylor, you're
Saw.
the man.
Bone Saw is ready. Yeah, it's a great movie.
Christ. Where were we? How did this conversation start? It was relevant
You said
before.
3 minutes of somebody said 3 minutes of playtime.
Playtime.
Or someone said
Playtime.
playtime, and then I took it to 3 minutes of playtime. Yeah.
No, so you get the guy from Clemson or from UGA or whatever who like is riding the bench. They were a 4-star, but like they can't play at all, and they are gonna transfer out, and they're gonna transfer somewhere where they can get some playing time, some playtime. God damn it.
Some playtime.
And and we can reap that win if we play the game right. And now Elliot has expressed interest in not playing the game correctly, which is problematic.
No, I think he's changed. He's changed. He's.
I hope so.
That was an about phase. Like that was his stance when he first came here. Was that he was like transfer portal, fuck that shit. But he's realized that that's not that the game has changed, and you've got to be able to hit the portal because if you don't, then everyone else is, and they're going to get players with experience and size. I mean, there's a big difference in an 18-year-old high school graduate and a 21-year-old JUCO player that's been trying the past 3 years to get onto a D1 program. There's a physical difference there. I remember what I looked like when I was 18 and what I looked like when I was 21. Not much difference.
I was scrawny as shit in both years.
I was probably fatter and more drunken, but yeah. But no, these two.
I didn't start drinking until after I was 21, so there's that.
I drank more when I was 21 than I drank when I was. Oh, sorry, I drank more when I was 20 than I did when I was 21.
Yeah.
Yes. Becca knows Bonesaw. There we go.
Denver.
Bonesaw. That was Randy Savage, right? That played that part.
Macho Man. Yeah, we got it, man. Calm
Macho
down.
Man Randy Savage. I'm a big Spider-Man fan. Come on,
I
dude.
know,
Let me
calm
stop
Which
down.
Spider-Man was it in? I
That
don't
was the
even know.
first. That was the first Tobey
That was
Maguire
the
movie.
that was the original Spider-Man movie. Yeah.
Okay.
There's actually a callback to it in a Spider-Man Far From Home. Is it Far From Home?
I think so.
Homecoming, whatever it was. There was a poster of a Bonesaw in the back there and everything, pulling the whole multiverse together. I do like how on the Patreon group, because like we get into our Marvel crap, and Matthew was like, I haven't listened to past last calls, but what do you guys think of Ant-Man? Because we talk about Marvel so much on here, so that was great. It was fun.
What'd you think?
I do.
Yeah. Did you like it?
I liked it. I enjoyed it. I was pretty drunk. I was drunk when I Ubered to the movie. That's how I watched Quantumania. Was I was sitting, like, I gotten the kids to bed, or we got the kids to bed, and my wife was in the room, and I just like, I was too drunk to drive. I knew I was too drunk to drive. I knew that I had drank more than my wife would allow me to drive with, and so I was like, "Can I Uber to Quantumania?" And she's like, "I don't give a shit." I'm like, "Fuck yeah!" So I went there and I ordered a double tall bourbon and watched Quantumania. I enjoyed it. And then I was just kind of curious about the rewatchability of the movie, because that's the cool thing about Marvel movies, is like you can watch them over and over and over again. Some of the bad ones you can't do that with, and that's my biggest concern. But I was too drunk. I'll watch it again. I'll find out. I'll let you know.
So would you watch the last Spider-Man again?
On repeat. Fuck yeah.
Over and over.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, I think I've watched that movie like 10 times.
I have not.
Spider-Man
Just watched
movies?
the one time.
I am.
Yeah.
So I watched Quantumania, but I of course watched my bootleg version because I'm opposed to movie theaters at this point.
Paying money.
And yeah, no, I think they're just too. It's too expensive, and so I'll just take it for free. And I thought it was pretty good. It was a solid, fun movie. It wasn't the transition that I think they want to be. Like, I think it's trying to set up Kang as like this like uber bad guy, but maybe that's not real. Maybe they're not setting him up as an uber bad guy. Maybe he's like a faux uber bad guy.
So I said this in our group chat, and I think it makes a lot of sense. Was this movie could probably have more importance on the Marvel Cinematic Universe after we see more movies. Like, we'll know more about Kang and the quantum realm and whatever else after we see what the rest of it's going to be out there. So right now it's kind of a standalone film. It's entertaining. It's enjoyable. It's a fine.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun to watch.
2 hours, yeah. And my biggest question is, and I do have a Georgia State thing I want to get back to, but there was my biggest thing was they shrank so small down. They got into the quantum realm, and then they could still shrink smaller to like do their little. I'm like, this doesn't make sense.
That's
to
their
me.
power, David.
Double shrink.
That's their power.
It's not a power. Is it the double tap, the double jump that they're doing there within in the quantum realm?
That's
does that make
power,
how can you get
David.
small? How can you get smaller than the quantum realm and be in the quantum realm?
Because they got sucked in. They didn't get there because they shrank down with their power.
No, they
got there because
PIM
they
particles.
got sucked in
through PIM particles.
Through PIM particles. Yeah, well, I don't know. I actually don't know about that. It was like some radar thing.
You think that Cassie Lang created something else that can get down the quantum realm on her own?
I have no idea.
She's
well, she didn't create anything that could get you down there. She created like a radar that would ping basically, and and something else took that message and sucked them in.
All right. I want to talk about the Georgia High School state championships played at the Convocation Center.
I want that atmosphere for our games.
Though.
Did you look at the social media that came out of
I
that?
did.
About what?
That place was lit.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
people were into
Fil-
that game.
filleting the box. They were filleting the
loved it.
box. Oh my
They were
God.
jacking all over
They
it.
loved it. Exactly. There
They
were
wanna
so
move
many
it there.
comments. Yeah, there was some guy that like one of the comments that I saw was like, while I totally agree that the football championship should be moved from Center Park Stadium back to the Mercedes-Benz, they need to move the Georgia State championship from Macon to the Convocation Center. Like it was, yeah, everyone loved it. There was not recruits. There were players that were talking about how lit it was. There were coaches talking about how amazing it was. It was a social media storm about how awesome the Convocation Center was. So that was cool to see. Very cool to see.
Great. I hope they do move it. It'll maybe, I don't know, generate interest in our program.
I can get why they keep it in Macon. Macon's obviously more central Georgia than Atlanta is, but like
Not to population centers.
not to population centers, but based off of high schools. I mean, like you have high schools all over the entire fucking state. So
No, but you have more high schools in the Atlanta area because there are more people in the Atlanta area.
Also, Atlanta is very, very close to Macon. All right, I'm not arguing about whether I agree. I would love to have it at Georgia State's Convocation Center, but I can see why from it's not hard for Forsyth to get to Macon. It's way easy.
But
it's way easier. It's way easier for
Cherokee.
Forsyth to get to Macon than it is to get. I don't know. I don't know other like Valdosta to get to Atlanta, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at population centers, though, Atlanta really is the easiest place to get to from most people in Georgia.
But that's
general,
like
population wise.
But that's the thing, though. It's like all right. So Daniel's just fuck Macon. I don't disagree. I'm not trying to. defend Macon.
It's not an inaccurate statement about Macon.
I'm not trying to defend Macon. All I'm saying is I get it. When you're doing something that's statewide, I would assume that the people that are non-metro Atlanta are tired of everything being in Atlanta, and I don't see
care what
why
they're tired of.
I can see why Macon is a draw. Like, all right, cool. We're not doing this in Atlanta. We're doing this in Macon.
But who cares if 10% of people are tired of it when 90% of people live in the Atlanta area?
10%.
I know, but fuck them.
But plus, that arena in Macon is not very nice. Let's be honest. It's a dump.
Is it played?
They get to drive another hour. Congratulations, cool. You guys drive another hour, but you're not gonna make 90% of Georgia drive an hour.
Is it Mercer's arena? Is that Mercer's arena they play in?
Are they moved there? I don't even know. I thought they played.
I don't know. Is there another basketball arena? Is there another basketball arena in Macon? I've got no. I know nothing. I know nothing about Macon. They
probably got some high school gyms.
The only thing I know about Macon is that I can go either down 75 or around 475. Those are my two options. I can go through Macon or around Macon. That's all I know.
Yeah,
about Macon.
There's the weird. It's faster to get down 75 if you get onto 475 and take that.
Right. Yeah. That's all I know about Macon. Those two things.
The Macon Centerplex. Looks amazing.
Centerplex. It sounds like Funplex next to the park. Centerplex. It also sounds like it could be like an 80s Running Man type location.
I think it's like that old weird building that you can see from the highway when you're driving through Macon or around Macon.
There's a lot of those.
No, you would know. It's literally right off the highway.
My smoker came from Macon.
Still, I think the whole point is that most people in Georgia live in the metro Atlanta area.
And not in Macon.
And that is a lot further for more people.
And on top of that, most metro Atlanta population lives north of Atlanta. It's all...
Yeah, so it's even further.
It's Gwinnett, Forsyth, Cherokee, Cobb, North Fulton, where he lives, right?
Yeah, and I think what I'm really getting down to is do this at the box.
At the box. Do everything at
the
the box.
At the
Focus on the
box.
box.
It's
Put
right
it
in the middle.
box.
Put it in
Put
the
it in the
box.
box. Put it in the box.
Put it in the motherfucking box.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
What isn't in the box?
Gwyneth Paltrow's head's in the box. Spoiler alert to 7. It's a true story. You seen the movie? Or if you're not seeing the movie, don't listen to me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The movie 7?
Yeah. All right.
You never seen 7 before?
No, I do know that. I do know now.
Oh, man, it's a great movie. It's a great movie.
It's a really good movie. If you have not seen 7, watch it.
Taylor said, I've been to that arena for a hockey game and it was decent, but give me the Gladiators for hockey and the box for basketball any day of the week. Yeah. Fuck yeah, Taylor. I agree with you. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Are we done here?
I think so.
I mean, probably. This is ridiculous at this point.
We're dribbling.
Wait. So tailgate tomorrow, though, right?
Oh yeah, we barely talked about tailgate.
How does it work?
We're 3:30.
How does it work?
3:30 tailgate. What's the food situation gonna be?
I think it's on the bricks. It sounds like we're gonna have our tents set up for us. Ryan, you said you were talking about bringing some pizzas. I was thinking about ordering some wings. I'm not gonna cook anything, but I can bring some wings.
All right, I'll bring two large pizzas.
I'll bring like 50, 60 wings or something like that.
All right, nice.
Tim,
what time are you gonna show up?
No fucking clue.
Oh no, just
7
skip
o'clock.
work, dude.
I've only been off 4 days already.
Well, that's not my bad.
It sounds like you're coming out with a Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, I heard you coughing earlier.
I was coughing earlier. It's fine. It's just
when you travel, you gotta. People expect that maybe you might get COVID.
You know what? That is a possibility. With the
it's weird. It's weird how that works. My boss has been out for like a week after he visited Disney.
Really?
Yeah.
COVID?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
we'll find out. We'll
find out. How are you feeling
tomorrow? I feel fine. We'll find out.
Shut up. Tim. Shut the fuck up, Tim.
You want me to be
fine? What the fuck is wrong with you? All right. Tim doesn't get it.
No,
he does not.
It's all right.
I'm replying to comment Taylor's comment about Spider-Man. Yes. Tailgate, big time. Go. My kid's skipping her after school program. Like I told her, I was like, you can either go to your coding class or you can come to a tailgate. And she's like, I'll tell my teacher I'm not going to coding. I'm like, that's right. Skip out on nerd shit for football shit. Fuck yeah.
That's right.
Awesome.
Skip nerd shit for nerd shit.
Yeah, she's a 6-year-old that's in an app programming class. I should totally discourage that. That's a good idea. Father of the year.
You got your own priorities.
Exactly. Football is way better than
you're gonna feed her. You're gonna feed her chicken wings and pizza.
I'm gonna need at least one cheese there, big guy, because she's not eating my wings.
No, I was gonna do 2 pepperonis. After last time,
she likes pepperoni. She likes pepperoni. It's fine.
After last time, 2 pepperonis.
All right. For all of you that are Patreon members, we'll see you tomorrow at the tailgate. For all of y'all that are not Patreon members, wow, y'all missed out. We fucking tailgated hard as shit at the game yesterday. So, sound good, guys?
Sounds great.
Sounds amazing. Let's do it.
Free beer from David. Oh,
goodbye.
No.